Oh my God. If you slip between her thighs, make sure you condomize.
That's okay.
You know the drama is never ending. Don't let it get the best of you.
Yes. And say that shit. I've not listened to that song in a long time.
Yes. No, me neither.
Why has that come to me?
Don't know. Maybe it was
Yes.
playing on the laptop when we came in on the computer.
Say that shit with your
Welcome back, everybody. Happy
Welcome
October.
back to the girls' bathroom. Nick sees in full swing. Look,
I'm in a
Sophia's
coat. And I've got dark red short nails.
I can't believe it's fucking Halloween.
Spooky season. And I'm so
Yeah.
happy about it. I'm really excited to be in autumn.
Me too.
I'm really feeling passionate about this cozy season.
I don't welcome it. Well, no, usually
I think we
do.
do actually. We do welcome it.
But then we're always so grateful for summer.
Yeah, because it goes on too long.
Of course.
But now it's fun because, oh my God, like
Yeah.
it feels like new, it's like you go back to school. It's like the new, it feels like a mini new year almost. I feel like
Yes.
autumn. It's like a little
And
restart.
it's quite nice because it's not
Because it's like, oh, I
quite-
might get a new coat or I might, I'm going to wear a beanie. It's like
it's just
new
nice
things.
to be cozy.
Yeah.
And like I've just got a scarf.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's like,
and it's-
let's close the blinds. Let's get the lamps on. Let's put the kettle on and let's just, watch Gilmore Girls
My
or something.
favourite thing to put on YouTube is the autumnal scenic. It's the autumn
know it
leaves.
well.
It's the autumn cafe. Oh my God.
I also like
It's
sometimes
so
putting
good.
the fire on the TV.
Yeah, lovely.
When my
That's
heating
classic.
was broke last year, I put the fire on just to give me a bit of a placebo
Well, you know,
effect.
there's one on Netflix.
Is there really?
Yeah, and it's like 24 hours.
Wow.
And it's like proper, and you don't have to go to YouTube
because it's
for
the
it.
fire, it's the noise as
Yeah.
well. Very peaceful.
Yeah. I like the autumn scene.
Yes.
And I'm excited for the Christmas ones with the Christmas tree and the twinkling lights. And I'm going to get short nails too.
What is happening, you guys?
But the summer tan is gone now.
Oh my God, I'm a ghost. I'm see-through.
I'm literally a ghost.
These fingers are just poking out of here.
Because like this looks
Very
like
pale.
like my
The summer,
like, my
any
hands are
sort of
blending into
summer
the
glow
acrylic.
that was once there has well and truly
But
dispersed.
we're welcoming. I bought Bartholomew. Did you see my Bartholomew?
You are?
My Bartholomew.
No.
My teddy. He's called Bartholomew.
Biblical.
Yes, he's from the Bible. He's the Jellycat bear.
Of the
So
season.
but he's Bartholomew, and you can get him in different.
Oh, Jellycat
states.
named him Bartholomew.
He
I
is
thought that was
Teddy
a personal touch.
Bartholomew.
Oh, that's lovely.
That wasn't from me, no.
Oh, that's lovely.
Thank you.
Well,
Blueberry
we're
and
back
Bartholomew.
we're back from tour.
We are. We're very happy to be back.
We'll
had the
stop talking
most-
about it now.
Yeah.
But we had the most incredible time. And we just wanted to say if any of you did come, well, we know some of you came because we saw you. But if you came and watched the show, we just love you so much. We had the best time. And it's feeling very weird that it's over now.
Truly a surreal month.
It
know.
was literally a blur. Like we were just looking back and
It was a
reminiscing,
blur.
and we were like, "Oh my God, that!"
Well, it's 'cause
just like it
every
was
day
such a whirlwind,
Started
and it was
so
just
late.
so much fun.
Like we would wake up maybe 11, and then we
we were
would get-
on nocturnal
Then we
time,
were putting makeup on at 2, and then like it felt like okay, what's the end of the day now?
and then we're
now-
having dinner at like 11:30
Midnight.
midnight, and then it's like I'm going to bed at 2:00.
Very foreign for Sophia, you see.
Don't usually see those hours. That usually doesn't exist for
but
me.
you did thrive at the night time.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the whole gang was up. We were on the
Of
tour
course.
bus. Couldn't
You've
miss
gotta be
out on
with
the
the
vibe.
gang.
Your Princess Diaries is on the TV. What's
Of
the girl to do?
course,
Take
of
herself to
course,
bed.
Of course.
Come on, the party's just getting started. We're just winding down.
Well, it was crazy.
So we
have
had a
you seen-
beautiful time
you
and we're
see-
feeling refreshed.
Yeah, did you see in Sabrina's dump, she had an ice bath because she's on tour. She had an ice bath, like a portable ice bath. See, that's how the pros do it.
That's how they recover.
But then, but she's moving. She needs to ice her muscles.
She's also flying
What do you mean flying?
on planes?
Of course.
Or is she on
Well, like-
on a bus?
I'm assuming in America you can do it because she's stopping at so many. It's
She's on a
probably
bus.
little and she's
Little and
probably on a
often.
bus like Tate was when you're in America.
Bus like ours.
But maybe a bit better than our bus.
Maybe a bit more
Because
premium than ours.
obviously the rule for our we'll stop talking about it in a minute, but the rule for our bus was no poos on the bus.
No pooing on the bus.
But obviously,
no
like-
toilet roll down
Yeah.
the toilet either.
You know, so there was this communal bin just
Yes.
full of like pissed up
Toilet roll.
tissue.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know, we're all family here. You know, I've seen Sophia's vagina and everything. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Nothing's
But it
new
was
here.
a proper lube. Obviously, we couldn't poo in it. Then we go and watch Justin Bieber's tour bus tour. All right. He's got a steam
What
room.
a way to bring you back down
He's
to
got a
earth.
steam room. He's got a king size bed.
Yeah.
It's all marble.
We were in bunks.
It's marble. Of course he can poo on his
Of course, he can do what he wants. He's
poo.
Justin fucking Bieber. He can do what he wants on
Of course he
his
can
bus.
have a poo. No, but that bus was
Well, the
insane.
thing is, you know, you got to design your own bus. You know,
Yes.
when you get making the big bucks,
There you go.
you're designing your own bus.
It's your extended home.
your
because
extended home.
You're on the road so much.
so much and for so long.
You know.
it's your home
Yeah.
away from home. Like it's
Exactly.
a super, super luxe caravan
Yeah, it's the mega home on the what they called in America.
traveling home.
But what they call? What's the word for it?
Tour bus.
Yeah, but when the people buy those buses, they're
RVs?
millions. RVs. It's an RV. It's an RV. Ours was only a tour bus because it had bunks.
Of course.
You know?
Yes.
But really, it's just an RV with a kitchen.
Just an RV with a kitchen.
in a lounge.
Yeah, that you can't poo on. But we had a great time.
Oh,
so
it
we'll
was
stop
the
talking
best
about it
time.
now, but it was incredible and we loved it so much. But we're back to life, back to reality.
We have a fantastic question of the week this
Yes,
week.
we do. Okay. So,
And you know what's been nice? Catching up on shows. You know, it's been such a treat.
yeah, it's
Got
been quite nice
Married
getting
at
back
First-
into a routine actually.
Married at First Sight is on.
I'm
Love is Blind,
watching Married at First Sight.
which is amazing. I'm not even caught up with Sophia, which is a first.
and this hasn't happened in years.
I did have it on last night.
Good.
I'm on episode.
I'm up to date. I'm not watching it in the evening. I'm watching it the day after.
That's probably
like
it's
late
like an
afternoon.
show, I think.
And I sometimes I get a bit like, oh, skip.
Well, there's always the boring couples that are just
There's
boring.
a couple boring couples, yeah.
And the commitment
And I feel like
ceremonies are
also
boring.
like the most like the couple that was giving the most television entertainment is no longer a part of the experiment.
Really?
I won't say it. I mean, because you've not watched it yet.
Who could that
But
be?
a lot will have happened by the time this airs because
Oh, really?
it's on
So is
every
it gonna
night.
get
It's hard to keep
boring
relevant
now?
here.
It's going to get boring.
Maybe a little bit. But anyway, I'm
But
watching
there's
it and I'm
always
loving it.
they always throw something in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all for television purposes. You know, they don't pair them up really for love.
Do you not think?
No, I don't.
But they seem so well matched.
Do you think?
You know, when it's the wedding day and it's like, I would
Yes,
love
I
someone. I'm like, oh my
guess.
God, you've literally described that person.
I guess. But but like some of the men they've picked, it's like you only picked this man because
And also some of them on there, I'm like, why are you're 25.
Yeah.
You're a 25-year-old guy. What on earth are you doing on Married at First
Well,
Sight?
exactly. So what's
What's your
his-
motives?
Get a bit of
What's your real
airtime.
intentions
Get a
here?
little bit of airtime.
Bit of airtime, bit of quick cash grab. Okay. Well, our question of
Cash
the week
grab.
this week
Quick cash grab.
is tell us something about the female body that you've had to explain to a man.
Wow. I mean, everyone.
Anything jumping to your mind, Chintz?
Yeah, I mean, I like asking the classic question. So, can you wee with the tampon in?
That's a good one.
And like, what hole does the tampon go in?
How many holes are there?
How many holes are there? And
Yeah.
honestly, you'd be surprised. They're so perplexed.
They're not sure.
And they, generally speaking, they think that you can't wee with a tampon in because they
Yeah.
think it's
It's
plugging up the fucking piss hole.
yeah.
Also,
And it's
pissing
the-
after
I think
sex.
it's also-
I think pissing after sex that
They don't understand.
it's like that's the rule.
That's the rule, yeah.
Otherwise, I'll get your fucking bacteria
UTI.
in my piss hole and
I
I'll
need
get
to
a UTI.
clear I need to decontaminate the
Well,
area.
you just have to make sure it passes so that no bacteria goes up
Yeah.
into. Well, you know, I saw a TikTok the other day,
Go
and
on.
there is a this like UTI prevention drug.
That's what you need.
Well, touch wood. Let's not jinx it now. I've not had one in a long, long while. But how amazing is that for
That
people
is
who are
good.
really prone to
UTIs.
Yeah, take it away. Yeah, so I think
Something
there's going
you've
to be a
had
lot
to
of tampon discourse.
I also think a
And
lot of
period
things
discourse.
that men don't really understand is like how
Hormones?
regularly a tampon actually needs to be changed.
There, that was it.
And it's not like one tampon a day.
No,
you know, and
we'll
also
die.
it's not understanding like you can't sleep in a tampon. And also, well, you can, but you shouldn't. And also just the
Toxic
vibes
shock.
of like what's the thing that I'm trying to say here? Just like I just think they just forget. And it's like, you lot, every fucking 3.5 weeks this comes
Honestly,
around.
it's hell on earth.
And
I
you
think-
lot have got no idea.
And I
you're thinking
also-
about outfits and activities. It's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to go to the gym because I'm on my period. And
Holidays.
It's like, yeah, and it's just like things that you just...
I think they don't understand how
I think
it
periods
affects,
perplex them.
how actually painful it is.
yes.
Like
They think we're just whinging about nothing.
The last period I had, that first day, oh my God. The way I was on the tour bus, sorry, another tour, I woke up in the middle of the night in agony. I haven't maybe it's because I was on that fucking bus. I don't know.
Could be rocking you around.
Agony, like, oh my God. It was like my whole legs were like numb.
And some girls get it correct. Like our friend used to have, she couldn't come into school.
Yeah, my mum used to go to school with a girl and she used to have a week off every time because
Yeah.
they were crippling.
Yeah.
Like they will never understand that.
They will never understand.
And just how the hormones can affect
And I
you
also
as
think
well.
that's why women mature quicker than men.
Yes, do you
Because
think that's
it's
why?
like, you know, we've been dealing with this for
Dealing
such
with
a long
shit since we
time.
were 13, babes.
Like, you know, and then it's like you've got those things when you're, you know, young, early teens, or for some girls even younger or later or whatever. And it's like you're at school, like you need to figure it out, like you might have it's like things that I think mature you a bit. You know, the boys don't have to deal with this.
all they have to deal with is like a fucking spotty chin.
Yeah.
And like a bit of a mustache.
And a
their
bit of
pubes
body
coming
odour.
in. Oh.
Right, okay. So things you've had to explain to men about the female body
Okay.
that we don't wee out of our vaginas. They're
There we
separate
go.
holes.
Separate holes, babes.
The vagina is not just a magic lamp. You don't just rub. The vagina doesn't get looser if a woman has slept with several men.
There we go. Literally, like you're not stretching it out.
You can still wee when you have a tampon in.
Yeah, classic. It's all to do with the vazoon.
But we can only get pregnant around ovulation.
Yeah. Yeah.
My boyfriend thought periods just came and went in one. Like you go to the toilet once and then that's it.
Please. Oh, what? It's just like one passing of blood. Wipe it and move on. What do you
Like when
think
you go to the
tampons are
toilet.
for?
That the wings of a pad stick to your underwear, not your thighs.
Oh my God, the thighs.
The number of holes.
Yeah.
How to do a plait. Of course.
Oh, that's a
I remember I had to
wholesome
teach my dad how to do a plait once.
That's a wholesome one.
Yeah, because mum wasn't there. So
Plaits
I
are
got my
complex.
whiteboard up and drew. I
Yeah.
remember it vividly and I had to draw these.
Aw.
Yeah, and I just thought, why can't you grasp this? You know,
Literally, it's just
You're
a
a
life
grown-up.
skill. It's like fucking tying shoelaces.
it's a life skill. Yeah. That you don't wash your hair every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of
Yeah.
boys just hair gets wet in the shower. And it's like, no.
They just give it a rub
Just because
every-
I've had a shower
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, actually, that
Yeah.
rings a bell. Yeah. Why isn't your hair wet? Well, just because I've had a shower.
Did you have a shower? Well, yeah. Why is it?
Your hair's not wet though.
We don't submerge our fucking whole faces
Why
in the shower
fucking
every
would it be? I've
time.
got a shower cap on.
Yeah, because men, they do just
They
get
submerge.
under. They'll just get under the.
Yeah, hair's just getting wet.
Whereas we would never
Never.
just get our hair wet and then exit the shower.
No.
Our hair would be ruined.
It'd be ruined. And also,
Ooh,
do you
cheer
realize
my
how
throat.
much work that actually is
Yeah.
to then dry the hair?
Yeah. But also we physically can't just get it wet
No.
and leave the shower. It will
It'd be
It
matted.
needs to be conditioned. It needs to
Combed.
be like, if I'm getting it washed, if I'm getting it wet, it needs to be scrubbed and washed.
Yes.
Stupid man, honestly.
Stupid.
That's one thing my dad would know because he's a hairdresser.
That's so true. Perks.
Yeah, perks of the trade.
Period poos.
Ah,
Nothing quite like them.
I mean, do they know that like lumps of blood can come out? Like,
Someone's
they bet
just
they don't
said
even
that.
know that.
Period clumps.
Like a little clot of like blood. Like they've never seen such a
They've
thing
never
in their
seen
life.
it. They've probably never seen it.
No,
No, they'd shit themselves too.
they'd be so like, God forbid. You know,
Yeah.
is there anything about birth?
Most
there?
people saying that there's more than one hole. They just
Yeah.
thought they were all holes.
Well, I guess unless they have sisters. Well, I guess the sisters aren't even explaining that to them, are they? And your mum's not explaining that to you. I mean, you should learn that at school. It's the anatomy of the body.
It is the anatomy
They
of the body.
probably did, but
A man I know thought you had to stick a pregnancy test up your vagina.
No.
Just put men are full of surprises.
I mean,
That boobs do not have milk in them all
Yes.
the time.
I mean,
are
that's-
you fucking stupid? Everyone's literally saying,
like, are they aware that when you give birth, like, poo can be on the baby? Like, I can shit myself. Like, are they even aware of that?
I don't know.
Because, like, of course, I'm
Obviously.
pushing so hard. I'm
That you
pushing.
don't stick a pad to your vagina, you stick a pad to your pants.
Oh my God. I mean, as if that would even stick anywhere. Like,
How would that
use some
stick?
fucking logic.
How would that stick?
Like, that's painful as well.
Acrylics.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's just put acrylics.
Yeah, I bet they're because you know, actually, that's funny.
That's quite fascinating.
Because I think, you know, when I go to get a new set, you know, I'm getting these off.
And they're thinking,
And
what's
then,
underneath?
yeah, and I'm getting a new set on. Like, that's going to take me 2 hours.
Yeah. It's like,
And-
how?
And I only did it so that you couldn't see my new. I think they
Underneath.
can't understand that process.
That process.
of soaking, sitting,
Yes.
getting them cut off, and then getting new ones
and
on.
also maybe not realizing.
and then being longer and shorter. I bet they don't even like.
No. Well, it's like sometimes they don't even notice. It's like, how can you not notice?
Yeah, the length of my nails.
Yeah. Like I came home, I was like, short nails. I was like, oh yeah. I just thought, have
No,
you not? Like,
that's not-
Was that not the first
Yeah.
thing when you saw me? You thought, oh my God, you look totally different. You've got short nails.
Well, because
Like,
the first thing
I
I
thought
would
this is a big change
You
that
know-
I've made. I've cut my natural nails
Literally.
to stubs, and yeah,
well, because when a man
a lack of awareness.
when a man gets a haircut, I'm going to notice straight away. Like, even men I don't know. Have you had a haircut?
Yeah, you look different.
Like, you know, when Adam, our tour manager,
yes,
he had his hat off. Have you had a haircut? Like, everything looks different.
Everything looks
Because we
different.
notice things.
that discharge is not the same as cum.
There we go. Yeah, discharge. We knew a lady who she would always wear a tampon every day because she didn't like her own discharge.
Or a panty liner
Both.
every day.
Because she like couldn't deal with that. Isn't that so interesting?
Yeah.
But each to their own.
every day. How we get our hair on top of our head in our towels after the shower.
Well, like it's a magic trick. Well, it's like, as mothers, are we meant to teach our sons this then?
I think we should.
should.
I think after reading this, we should.
I think we should. Son,
Sit down.
you know, there is,
read this book.
how many holes is there? 3 holes. Imagine there was a 4th. What would we do with the 4th?
What would the 4th one be for?
The fourth for laying eggs.
Storage.
Yeah, laying eggs and keeping the youngs
Hatching.
keeping the youngs
Warm.
warm, like the penguins.
Oh, that's
Oh,
so
a
cute.
pouch. It'd be a pouch.
A pouch. Like
I'd
kangaroo.
love a pouch.
It's like, go in there.
That'd be nice.
You could put your
We'd
phone
never
in
need a
there,
handbag.
Lip balm.
Yeah, imagine.
Nipple hairs.
There we go. Yes, it's normal and natural, boys. Yeah, don't be scared.
Don't be scared. It's
Okay?
normal.
It would be nice if we laid eggs, actually.
Yeah, I think it would be nice too.
But then I guess we've never carried a child.
Of course.
Maybe, you know, all the pregnant ladies say this is the greatest gifts of God to God's great greenest earth.
Eggs does sound quite fun then. Then you kind of like, plop them out.
But then you can watch them from afar incubate and
Yes. Yeah.
you know what happens to an egg? I guess they just go in
Grow.
the warm.
Hatch.
Yeah, and then you watch it hatch.
Yeah.
That's really quite beautiful.
Yeah. It's really sweet, actually. Lovely nature.
Because I saw a video on TikTok and it was this stingray giving birth and it was just beautiful.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It was this big stingray and it was upside down. It's just plopping out these little baby stingrays.
Oh. And then they're just straight into the ocean out there.
Straight into the ocean. I already
Swimming.
know what they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
just like, I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
How do
Well,
you
it's
know
crazy that like giraffes come out running.
Yeah.
Elephants.
Well,
Just
no, they're a
walking.
bit weak on their legs, aren't
Yeah,
they?
but they're going for it.
Yeah.
Takes them a while, then they're just whoop, up and about.
And isn't it crazy that just like that giraffe has nipples with milk,
Yeah.
as do you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And isn't it crazy
I
that
like-
when a baby
Milk is milk.
born, think about this, right? I saw this on TikTok and this actually blew my mind. So let's say I'm pregnant. Okay, I've been pregnant for a few weeks. Then let's say you then go, oh my God, I'm now pregnant. So technically I was pregnant first. We're both pregnant, yada, yada. You give birth first. Your baby is older
Older.
than mine.
oh, when technically
But
yours-
technically, mine's been alive for longer because I was pregnant
Yeah.
first. Why is it that when babies are born, they're 0? Why aren't they 9 months old? Why
Yeah,
aren't
yeah,
they,
yeah.
40 weeks old?
Well, they're in this one culture, I'm not sure what, but when the baby is born, it's automatically 1. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. It's like, you're 1.
It's
I'm
1.
1.
But what if it wasn't inside for a year? Because they're not inside that long.
I'm not sure what it was, but it was like, I'm one. Like, this is my first year. I'm one.
Of course.
Like, I'm not 0. Like, this is my first
I've
year.
been in the gaff for like 40 weeks.
Yeah, like, this is my first year on Earth. I'm one.
Right. Earthside. I guess that's the difference.
I guess.
Fascinating. Nature's a wonderful thing.
Like,
okay, so
imagine
what we've
having
learned from
triplets.
this, don't know.
I
What
don't
we've
know if I
learned-
can see my body change that much.
You ain't got a choice.
I know.
It's out of your control.
I know.
It's just going to happen. So yeah, sorry. What we've learned from this
The
is
swelling ankles. What we've learned is
that boys
Is when we
don't
have a
really have a
son.
grasp on periods.
yeah, when we have a son, they're going to
or
learn
the
everything.
female anatomy as a
Yeah,
whole.
I'm going to sit my son down. I'm going to say, look, listen, Leo, sit down.
Take a seat.
I'm going to talk to you.
I gave your older brother the same
Look,
conversation.
you're 16 now. Is that too young?
No, if anything, that's a bit late.
Okay.
I think 15 hit him,
15. You're 15 now.
depending on their
All right.
maturity.
And I don't want to talk about sex. I don't want to talk about sex.
I know
Yeah.
you might.
I'm not going to embarrass you. We're not talking about sex. But
There are some things
there are
that you
just
need to know.
anatomy thing. You know, have you seen your sister? You know, she gets a bit whoa.
Sorry?
No, she gets a bit grumpy at one time in the month. That's her period. Okay. So be hyper aware when women are on their periods. Okay, they're sensitive. They've got blood. You know, the lining of their
Uterus sheds.
is that the uterus or the cervix? Uterus
Thought it was the uterus.
sheds and it comes out as blood. Okay. And it's that, you know, it's so how do they stop that blood? Either a pad. Have you seen them around the house?
Here,
See-
take this one. Open it.
open it.
Sticky. Mm.
Yes, where does it stick? To their pants. Okay. This is a tampon.
Let's put it in a glass full of water.
Yes, it expands and soaks up the blood, but there is 3 holes.
Mm.
The anus,
You've got one of those
the
too.
piss hole, and the vazoon. Okay, all 3 different properties.
Any questions?
Any questions? Good.
Thank
Run
you.
along.
Get back to your gaming. Run along,
Run along,
child.
child. It's as simple as that.
It is boy talk. Let's see. It's been a while since we've delved into this inbox. Okay, right. We're starting here this week. We're casting our minds back.
Cast
Does
your
anyone
minds.
remember? Wasn't that long ago. We had a girl write in who fancied the barista at the coffee shop. He was from Paris.
Yes.
And we were like fantasizing about who this man could be.
And she was trying to, you know,
She would go in there and work there,
They'd
and
had
she
a
was
few
trying to like
exchanges.
gay. And we said she should go in and say enchanté.
enchanté.
My name is Sarah. Anyway, so her initial dilemma was I suck at initiating a date, and
Yes.
she's given us an update, which we love. So thank you so much. She's
Because it's
put
like, how do you cross that line, you know, from barista to lovers?
from barista chit chat to
Yeah.
can I have your number?
Yeah.
Especially when he's the one that's at work and it's
Yeah.
like you're working.
When it's like-
Maybe you feel like you can't ask for my number because you're at work.
Right. When it's but I want you to initiate, but it's like,
Yeah.
maybe if I want this, I have
I
to.
have to.
Yeah.
So she's put major update. We're not ready for this.
We had sex in the back room.
On the coffee beans.
The coffee beans were falling
He
all over
poured the
my
milk
naked
froth all
body.
over me. I heard my story on the podcast back on the 12th of June. Just a while ago.
Oh my God,
But I
it's
now
so-
have a progressive update on the story.
Okay.
Where we left off was that I asked if I should grab the Parisian coffee guy's social media handle.
You asked him.
Well, she was asking us if she should.
Oh, yeah.
After back and forth chats and a few more visits to the coffee shop,
No.
one quiet afternoon whilst I was midway typing up an email, he suddenly stopped to chat to me and didn't bother working the rest of his closing shift.
Wow.
He was asking questions about my upcoming trips, asking who it is I'm going with, when am I back, and also telling me how he's excited to hear more about it when I do come back. So I took the opportunity to say, well, when I am back, I can show you all the pics and videos.
There we go.
In fact, have you got an Instagram so you can see it on there?
Oh, there we go. Easy breezy,
Smooth.
Sarah.
He was quite eager to take my phone and enter his Instagram handle. Mission complete.
Easy.
I went to follow him the next day and saw that he only had 150 followers.
Nice.
And was following 150 people.
Wow.
No tagged pics and only had one post of him in Miami. He's the ultimate non-social media presence dream man.
That's nice.
Or hiding something, who knows? It's been a few days of following each other and nothing has happened. So I thought to wait till I go to Italy, see if he starts reacting to my stories and pictures, yada, yada, yada. Perhaps a conversation will come from that. He liked my story of my mini flat tour by a lake after I liked his story of him in a bougie restaurant. I don't know if it seems like he's playing a game by liking one of my photos not long after I did his, especially after not engaging with my account for days, or he just genuinely liked the story.
Yeah.
Whilst he was at this bougie restaurant, he was with a guy sat at a table and the setting seemed to look quite intimate from what he posted on his story.
Oh, like it was with a lady.
I did some stalking and found this other guy on Instagram. Oh my God.
Easy.
I
Oh,
think
no.
he was gay. I think maybe the guy's gay. I don't know if it's a European thing or if they were together. Immediately, I assumed they were together and that was it, and he was gay. Because Cafe Boy seemed to be following a lot of guys and only a few girls.
Right.
I thought nothing of it, except for the fact that he was gay.
Yeah.
So going back to cafe visits, we're still having a whale of a time and we're getting more friendly because I'm now more relaxed.
Yeah, you're thinking, look, this isn't even a
This
prospect.
is a gay guy. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Fast forward to 2
Because
weeks.
you can like let you walk when you're gay.
It's my
like,
friendly barista now.
Now you're just my friend.
Yeah. Fast forward to 2 weeks or so, I went into the cafe with a friend for a catch up over a coffee after a gym class.
Yeah.
We sat there for hours, longer than expected, long enough until another friend joined us who I'd planned to meet for dinner later that evening, but decided to just come for the coffee instead.
Yeah.
Cafe, God, nothing like a good yap and a good sip.
You guys love this coffee shop.
Yeah, it must be good coffee.
We don't love
How
a
many
coffee
coffees
shop.
are we drinking?
I know.
Like, how long are we having here?
I know.
Cafe Boy was serving our table and got super chatty, asking us about the Euro final plans and other summer plans. We were all laughing, having a conversation. After finishing our drinks and gossip, we all left and carried on with our day. About 4 days later, I finally got a DM from Cafe Guy and it said,
God.
"Hey, how are you?" Oh no! Strange question, but I was wondering if your blonde friend has someone. Ha ha ha.
No!
I was gobsmacked. Not only is he not gay, but he fancied my best friend.
No.
And decided to tell me after I asked for his Instagram.
no,
Guess that gives me
no.
the clarity all I need. I didn't go back to the cafe for 2 months.
No.
And he's decided not to speak to me anymore.
No, that is no.
Moral
Is
of the
your
story,
blonde?
don't go to the coffee shop with your mates.
Literally, don't give them any other options.
Don't give them any other option. It's me or nothing. I ain't got any mates.
Because
No, I don't know anyone that's single.
Felt so strongly about your blonde friend
That he asked about your blonde
that he was
friend.
like, I have to ask Sarah, like, who this
I have
blonde lady
to ask
is.
who she is.
No,
I have to ask. Like, I've been thinking about
No.
her. I have to ask.
I couldn't take such a rejection. No.
I'd have to move. I'd have to relocate.
Yeah, I would never show my face in there ever again. No.
But I'm proud of you.
Me too.
You stuck your neck out.
Me
You
too.
asked for his Instagram.
Yeah.
You know,
You
that
gave
was
it a
really
good shot.
brave. You gave it a good shot. You thought he was gay.
Yeah.
He could still be.
Is your blonde friend? No.
There's nothing more excruciating than
No,
that.
that's like pain.
It's like, oh, so you don't
Well,
fancy
you know,
me,
we
you
had a
fancy
good
my best mate.
fantasize.
Yeah.
You know,
It was a great story to tell.
You know, it kept you busy. You know when your mind's occupied with a crush.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it's
healthy.
like quite fun. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the coffee shop.
Yeah. It's
Not for any
cute.
reason, but at least we've got our answer. Hey?
Yeah, we got our answer in the end.
Instead of still pining after him.
Maybe we now find, you know, a mixologist, you know, a cocktail man, not a coffee man.
That
You know,
would
let's
be
upgrade
nice.
from an espresso to an espresso martini.
Yes, but then
kind
we're
of
gonna
guy.
have to frequent the bar. We're gonna be drunk all the
Alcoholics,
time.
yeah.
You know, at least
Schmoozing.
coffee is a. He's gonna be like, I'm concerned you're in here every day. I just really like it in
Just
here.
love your cocktails.
Oh, I love
Okay.
that update. Thank you.
For the
Sarah.
update.
Okay. Oh, we have a picture. I'm not going to look at the picture just yet. Dilemma. My boyfriend is a backseat driver. So I had to have
So am
Sophia
I.
clarify what that was.
I'm aware that I have
And
this
it's
guilty
when
trait.
you're like, watch out.
yeah.
What's that car?
Indicate.
Look, someone's coming now.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can do that
I've
with
never noticed you do that.
I wouldn't do it with you. I would do it with Lydia.
Lydia. So would I.
Or
Fucking
Mariana.
hell.
Oh my God, the first time I got in her Fiat 500.
I've got in Lydia's car once. I will never do it again.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, Sophia is a very, very safe driver.
I'm a very good driver.
Like you get in Sophia's car, you know you're safe.
Thank you.
Okay.
Fiona, my mum was a driving instructor, so
Yeah.
she taught me the ropes.
Yeah, like she's a very so I never would. There's nothing to call out. It's just fantastic driving.
impeccable driving.
Whereas with Lydia, I would go.
Oh my God. Yeah. I'm glad you feel safe in my vehicle.
Yeah,
That's important.
thank you. I appreciate you keeping me safe.
Yeah. But I am a backseat driver too.
Yeah. Well,
But I agree, it's not
sometimes
with
you feel like-
everyone. Like, I would never backseat drive my dad
no. Oh my God.
because I don't feel the need to. But I would backseat drive Fiona, which is
Would
crazy
you?
because she taught me to drive. But sometimes I think, oh,
You know, as
gosh.
she ages.
Yeah, because
your reactions slow down.
It's like the slogans, where it's like tires and tarmac.
yes.
If you're like braking in front of a car, and I was like, no tires and tarmac. Fiona.
Oh,
No,
teaching
but
it,
not really.
giving
She's
a taste
very
of her own
good.
medicine.
But I do backseat drive my boyfriend, which he doesn't like, but I can't help it.
It's just who you are. You're just a safe driver. You're
Yeah.
just aware of of the streets.
Yeah.
Hi, girls. Love the pod and enjoyed seeing you both on top. Sarah, thank you
Oh,
for coming
thank you,
to say
Sarah.
us. I have never had a reason to send in a dilemma until now.
Oh God, I'm not sure I'm going to
And
be able to
I am
help
really
you.
not sure what to do about it. For a bit of background, me and my boyfriend, please call him Steve, as my dad's name is Brian. We don't want to trigger you today, Sarah. So Steve it is. So me and my boyfriend
I'm
Steve.
sure Brian's a good driver.
Yeah. Oh.
Dads usually are.
Is my dad.
I'm not
Don't
sure.
know. I
Your
don't-
dad doesn't give me driver
No,
energy,
I don't
I'll be
think
honest.
he's like, no. I'd
No.
rather mum drive for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Growing up, your mum was always in the car. I've never really
Yes.
seen your dad drive, actually.
No, well, they shared a car, didn't they?
Ah, of course.
And so he would maybe like get the bus to work,
Of
you know,
course.
and he'd only have the car when like he had to go.
when your
like,
mum
do-
didn't need it.
you know.
Of course. Yeah.
But then now they have the Fiat. Sometimes he drives the Fiat. But yeah, I'd choose mum driving over him. So we've been together for 2.5 years, but have known each other since childhood. I feel very content in our relationship and believe this might be endgame. Amazing. We live 20 miles apart as we're currently saving for a mortgage and see each other multiple times a week. When Steve comes over between his shifts, we can only go out in my car as Steve's work van is tracked. Oh, it's work only. Oh, oh my God. Wow.
yeah, my brother's got one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
And they make sure you're not using it for recreational purposes.
And it's also, yeah,
Wow.
essentially, yeah.
But it's the van. Let me just
But it's
drive
a
the
work
van.
van.
Yeah, I guess. And if you're representing the company.
Absolutely. And maybe it's to do with like insurance and
Yeah,
things like that.
I guess.
Yeah.
If anything happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So when Steve comes over between his shifts, we can only go
You're
out in
the
my
driver.
car.
Got it.
My dilemma is that almost every time I drive, Steve tries interfering.
Mm-hmm.
I want to clarify that I am not a bad driver at all. For example, in an empty car park, he'll say the exact space I need to go in. And when I don't park there, he'll complain.
What?
You can't tell me which spot to park in. When I drive, he always tries to instruct me and simply won't listen when I ask
He
him
needs
to let
Fiona's
me be.
job.
Right, he should be a fucking driving instructor.
Yeah.
It sounds like he loves the authority of the
Hands at
vehicle.
10 and 2. Mirror, mirror, signal.
Check your mirrors.
Mirror, mirror,
I've
signal.
never actually had a driving lesson. I don't know if that's what happened.
Since you're saying she's a backseat driver, she can't even fucking drive.
Yeah, but when you're in danger, you're in danger.
You can feel it, yeah.
Like, danger is danger. And like, imagine being the big sister and your little sisters are driving you
Yeah,
around.
that's
Are you
mental.
joking?
Yeah.
Like Mariana, I was feared.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you come out of our road, the family house, it's a fucking hill.
It is a hill.
You know, it's like
And for a non-driver, that can be very scary.
Yeah, because you feel like
How
you're
do we
going to
stop?
plummet down the hill. Also, going up very hilly hills, I will never understand. I don't like it.
Clutch control.
Because, like, how are we not sliding back down the fucking hill?
Yeah.
And I remember one time.
This is why I'm not sure if I'm quite fascinated for you to get behind the wheel.
I don't want
Because
to.
I feel
but
like
need
you've
to.
almost got the adult fear now.
Yes, I do.
Like you're not that, you're just young, wild and free 17-year-old that wants a bit of
Yeah.
independence. You've got a lot of
No.
fear now behind the
I
wheel.
do. I'm not scared of myself. I'm scared of other people.
Yes.
But I am confident on a line bike.
Very, yeah.
And I do know.
I think you'll be great.
I do know the laws of the
You just
road.
need to rip the Band-Aid off.
But then on a line bike, like I can run a red light because I'm on a bike.
You should be careful though. You should not be running red lights on bikes.
but-
that's how. Yeah.
Really?
Just be careful with that.
No, but
maybe just stay on the pavement.
You just in and you can just zip through. You nip through.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, when you know the traffic has stopped, I can just nip on through with my line bike. It's electric. But obviously, when you're in a vehicle, you can't do such.
Can't just nip on through.
No.
No.
But I'll be a great safe driver, guys. Thank you. Okay, so Steve's work van is tracked. When I drive, it's just like unnecessary. It's just like,
Yeah.
like
Sometimes it just comes out. Though.
I feel so on edge. What started as a minor issue is now really getting to me. I've asked him
Stop.
endless amounts of times to please back off, but he still won't.
It's habit.
We've been getting into arguments over it, which is spoiling our
been there.
evenings, when we've been in the car. Yeah, that's going to ruin the vibe for sure.
Yeah.
Me refusing to drive would mean no more social outings or big Tesco dates that we do all the
Of
time.
course. How are we going to go and get our snacks?
And it's fascinating, like,
Maybe we should just get an Uber.
keep
and call it
your
quits.
mouth shut.
But it's so difficult.
I know.
It shouldn't be difficult.
But if we're
But I'm so
arguing-
guilty of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and also because here's my point of view from a backseat
Should
driver's
I just
perspective.
finish her tiny little
Yeah.
thing before you go off? Here's my perspective.
I'm just fighting the Brian's
yeah.
corner this week.
I know,
Sorry,
but
Steve.
she's on edge.
I know.
I'm so lost what to do at this point. Like, she's lost. She doesn't know what to do. It's really affecting her. Every other partner relationship is fantastic.
Oh.
He's the most loving and thoughtful person. It's just this issue that needs nipping in the bud. Any advice would be great. Here's a picture of us. And they're on a golf cart. Who's driving this one, guys? Watch out.
Be careful. Oh.
Oh, golf carts are fun though, aren't they? Actually, I've driven a golf cart recently.
Well, how was that experience?
And it was a thrill, honestly. It was really fun.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to fight
give us the
Steve's corner here.
perspective.
From a fellow backseat driver, it comes from a place of I'm just trying to help.
Love and concern.
I'm just trying to help. Like sometimes when you're driving and there's a lot to think about, of busy roads, we need to change lanes. Like if we're going somewhere new, like I'm just trying to help you out. I'm your co-pilot. That's how I see myself. I'm the co-pilot. I'm not backseat driving. I'm just helping you co-pilot.
We should get
know,
you some pedals on your side.
dual controls. Dual controls. That's what Fiona had.
I know.
And it was,
Get
it's
them
just
installed.
like, it's just, I'm just trying to help. And it's like, oh, have you seen that car's there? Because I'm not sure if you've seen him. And if you go into that, then that's going to be a problem. But then they're thinking, of course I've seen it. I'm the one driving. Who's driving here, me or you? And it's like,
Yeah.
well, I'm just trying to help. That's what I'm
Yes.
just trying to help. Just trying to help. Because I didn't know if you'd seen that because you did break a bit late. So I was just literally trying to help because also like I'm thinking like we're supposed to be in the left lane. We're supposed to be in the left lane.
And you've not got over
We're
yet.
not. We've not changed lanes
Yes.
yet. We're supposed to be in the left lane. We're supposed to be in the left lane. And I was like, we're supposed to be. I know. So I just think I'm just trying because if someone said to me, I don't get offended by a backseat driver because I think, thank you.
You just take it.
If someone said to me, we need to turn left, I'd be like, oh shit, we need to turn left.
Yeah, because
Like it comes from a place of love and
Maybe-
help. It doesn't come from a place of, oh my God,
You're a shit driver.
You're a shit driver. I
Yes.
mean, maybe it does.
Yes,
But you
of
know,
always.
yeah, sometimes it's like, well, that's not how I would do things
Yes.
on the road. But yeah,
well, I'm trying
it
to
comes from a place of love. That's
put
what I'll
myself
say
in the
for
position
Steve.
where I'm the driver, okay, and I've got someone. I've just been training on this skill. I've been honing this skill for
I've
a
got
year.
my license.
You know, I passed
I've passed the test.
I've honed this skill. Let's imagine when I'm at that point. You know, when I finally got the skill. Not
Yeah.
that I'm doing manual. And then I've got because it's like when.
But it's not constant.
No, of course. But it's like when, you know, when you need to concentrate, turn that music off.
So I can see better. Yeah.
And that is me sometimes. I need to turn that down so that I can.
Me too.
Sometimes, like, even I want to listen to music, but no, I don't.
Can't concentrate.
I mean, I'm in a cab,
Yeah.
and I've turned off my music because I need to be present.
You need to keep an eye on the cabbie.
I need to keep an
driving.
eye on the road, see if Harry Styles is walking by. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I maybe I would be affected by the onslaught of noise,
By the yapping.
like that. but then
Yeah.
maybe I would appreciate. Oh yeah, didn't notice that.
Thank you.
Let me back up. But Lydia can't take it because I have been known
Well,
to
I
go.
can see why
"Ooh,
Lydia
ooh,"
can't take it
or
from
maybe
you.
I'll just go. Ooh, like I don't know, like a little.
I can see
squeal.
why Lydia can't take it from you.
I should
'cause
go, "Shut up!"
She's thinking, you can't even drive. Why are you telling me what to do? So
No.
I can see it from that perspective.
Lydia can get real snappy.
Yeah, I bet she can. I know she can.
I'm the one who's driving. You can't even drive. Shut up. Because
But
you
it's
didn't
just a
see
helping
that.
hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
It's like, oh, watch
Well, exactly.
that.
I'm just
oh.
Yeah. Oh, watch out.
Yeah.
Have you seen him? He's coming out. Oh,
Yeah.
like I'm just squealing and squirming. But no, this is affecting
It's
their
just sound
relationship.
effects for the ride.
But this is affecting the relationship. They've had arguments. It's spoiling the evening. Sophia.
And then I think every single time he says something, just say in your
shut
brain,
the fuck up.
it's because he loves me so much and he's just trying to help.
Yes. Maybe you'll be just try and laugh at it. But
Yeah.
maybe genuinely sit him down and say, look, you are spoiling our evenings with this yapping. Shut your fucking gob while
With
we're
the
driving to
commentary.
big with the commentary. And you know what? I'd rather you give me a full rundown of everything I did wrong on the
And
drive
the
here
end.
at the end.
Take notes instead.
You know, I'd rather that than you're doing it in the moment. I've got a lot on. It's busy. It's rush hour. I'm trying to concentrate.
It's raining.
It's fucking raining.
There's cyclists everywhere.
You're trying to play some fucking rap shit.
Mm.
You know,
Windows fogging up.
line bikes are rampant. You know, I'm trying
Someone's
not to hit
beeping behind
I'm trying
me.
not to hit a cyclist.
a lot to think
I'm also
about.
trying to get to
I'm
Big
following
Tesco
the sat
before
nav.
it
I don't know where I'm
closes.
going. Yeah.
And I've also had a stressful day and I've got you in my ear. I'd appreciate if you shut up. You could say that.
You could say to him, you'll have to sit in the back seat.
Yeah,
I
then
can't
he's doing
handle
it
you
from
in the
the
front.
literal backseat.
You'll have to sit in the back with a
Literally.
blindfold on and just strap him for the sensory
Yeah, just tell him
experience.
that you're really everything. You're actually ruining our relationship because
Just say, I'm going to have to meet you there.
everything else is perfect. You know what? You can get on a fucking bike.
Yeah. So do you know what? We're going to have to Uber and you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, literally, you can pay the £7 Uber because I can't take this anymore. I want to
Yeah.
relax and enjoy my evening. And all of a sudden, I hear this agitating, grating voice.
And when all of a sudden,
And it's
I
you,
hear
Steve.
this. Yeah.
But listen,
Good luck, Steve.
there are worse problems to have.
There are worse problems
That's
to
why we
have.
were poking fun.
Yeah. Backseat drivers, it happens to the best of us.
It happens to the best.
Guilty
worst
as
of us.
charged.
There we go. This is
Hello
a
there.
serious message, I would say.
Absolutely. This is just a brief interruption to the broadcast.
There we go. A brief interruption just to merely say, please,
Simple
we beg
favour.
of you to please subscribe. Please subscribe.
Once again, that is please subscribe.
We're trying to hit 100K. It'd be
We
lovely to
really
get a
are.
plaque.
Come
And
on,
you know
you
what?
guys are getting us pretty close.
You guys, we could put it on the wall. We could share it together. We
could.
celebrate.
It would be a team effort.
Yes, so it would be just lovely.
Please subscribe to the channel. It would mean so much to us and it helps the channel out a lot. It helps the podcast and it's a very quick, simple step. So
Thank you very much for listening.
enjoy the rest of the broadcast. He found my STI test kit.
Okay, I'm keeping myself safe. I mean,
It's
what?
for both of our benefits.
Literally, what explaining?
Why
do
don't you have a
do?
test kit? That's what I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Long-term listener here. I have a dilemma
you,
about a
Sarah.
guy I've been seeing. Let's call him Brian. I have been on about 5 dates with this guy. We get along really well. He's charming, sexy, makes effort with dates, and he really makes me laugh. We've had some tiffs at what I would consider a really early time.
Yeah, 5 dates, tiffs. What we're tiffing about?
That's early. about him cancelling on me last minute
fair.
when things, etc., which have been sorted out, but have definitely raised some amber flags.
Yeah.
The other night, we went on a date, and when he came back to mine, he noticed a package on my desk,
Okay.
still in its discreet packaging.
Mm-hmm.
He asked if it was an STI test. I honestly
Okay.
don't want to think too hard about how he knew the shape of the box that quickly, but I said yes.
He's obviously received said package.
He asked if I was sleeping with other people, and I told him truthfully that I'd slept with one other person since we started seeing each other.
Yeah.
He wasn't angry, but he went really quiet and said that it really threw him.
We've been on 5 dates.
I had assumed he was seeing other people, especially since it was so early days. And, I hadn't thought twice or felt guilty about it at all. But his response obviously made me feel a bit confused.
Yeah.
He told me he hadn't kissed or slept with anyone since our first date, and that he thought they went so well that he had assumed I hadn't either.
Right. But, sir, have you made me exclusive?
So it's my fault that you've made a false assumption.
Yeah. And unless you've had that conversation with me.
He continued to be quiet for a while, so I did start to feel guilty. And now I feel like I've over-explained myself
Yeah.
and almost apologized for something that I didn't originally think was a problem.
Yeah.
We kind of brushed it under the carpet, and when I brought it up the next day asking if he wanted to talk about it, he said no. Should I feel guilty? Does this mean we're exclusive? We didn't have the exclusivity chat, but given his reaction, I'm guessing that's where his head was. But now because he knows I've slept with someone else, I'm worried he might take that as a free pass to do the same. I don't even know if I want to be exclusive, and up until this point probably would have gone on a date with someone else had the opportunity arisen. Please give me your reaction, advice. I feel like if I need to end it now is a good time, and if not, an exclusivity chat needs to be had.
I mean, it sounds like you're not even that bothered about it.
It's unfortunate that he saw that on your desk. How did he know what that was?
Well, that
as
means that
well?
he's done the test himself. Also, to
know a
you know,
discreetly packaged box and just to call it out.
Also, it's quite
kind of
nosy
crazy
because we're on like our 6th date.
Yeah, like I don't really know you.
You know, have we even had sex? I'm assuming maybe
I guess they have,
once
yeah.
or twice.
Yeah, it's
But
early
then
days.
to be like, when you've not even expressed to me how you feel, I don't know how you feel.
Yeah. and also I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, like from my position, like we've had a couple tiffs.
yeah. You
You've
You're just a guy on the roster.
Yeah, and like you've not told me about how you feel.
No.
And, like, and really, okay, fair enough if you were having that conversation about, I have slept with someone I wasn't aware that you weren't also. That's his opportunity to then go, I would love to be exclusive with you. Like, just say it then and there, and have a really nice conversation.
Turn it into a romantic discussion
instead of like
An
going
argument.
quiet and then like being weird the next day and like, okay, it's like, well, do I want to be with a guy who's like this now? Because I've not
I think
done anything
for
wrong.
him, it's probably one of those things that's like ignorance is bliss. Like in the early stages of dating someone new, like you've met this person a handful of times, like you're maybe not asking like, so like, are you, you don't really want to
you're not
know,
having those conversations.
if they had a date last night with someone else or like, it's not really what you want to be thinking about.
No, because when you're dating someone, you want to be under the illusion that
you're the only
no matter
one.
what you're getting up to, they're not getting up to
The same.
the same.
Yeah. But I think, don't apologize for it. You have done nothing wrong. Like, this guy maybe just actually quite likes you and maybe was just a bit
because you were
maybe
honest
she's
with
not
him.
seeing me as seriously as I was seeing her or yada, yada, yada. But like Chint said, I think this is probably your time now to either make it exclusive or not. Because I think you've encountered
You're at
something.
crossroads.
You're at a little crossroads, yeah. And
obviously-
is he going to be like, well, I really want us to be exclusive. Like, I really like you. We've had some really good dates.
Well, that's what I would have hoped from that. I
That
hope
could
he
have
would
come from that, but
then
it
been
didn't.
nice and like said something nice instead of like, oh, okay, what am I meant to like? Like, it's kind of hard to know.
Yeah.
Where,
So you did nothing wrong, and don't
did nothing wrong.
Let yourself feel like
And,
you
like,
have because you haven't.
You're not sure if you want to be exclusive to him. That tells me that you're not that bothered about
Not
him.
that bothered. Yeah. Keep your options open.
So
Maybe it was a blessing in disguise that you saw it.
Yeah, and
Because it
just
kind of
like,
maybe it's just going to kind of like fizzle out
you
now.
had a few-
and sometimes fizzling out is what's best.
you had a few tiffs.
Yeah,
like,
he wasn't ticking every box. Because also I do feel like when you
and the
are
way he
dating
reacted
someone,
as well.
and it is going really well. Like you're not really still keeping your other lines open.
No.
Just like, oh, I'm actually really obsessed with this guy, and like I just want to see this guy. So maybe it's actually not all that.
Yes.
And this is just
Exactly.
maybe, you could have kept going with this guy for a few more months, but maybe it's just actually brought it to an early close.
Yes,
but maybe that's
exactly.
what's best in
Exactly.
this instance.
Oh, well.
But very eagle eye from him.
Well,
with the
hopefully you
STI
have no
test kit.
STIs.
Hopefully you're in the all clear.
That'll be good news.
Practice safe sex, guys.
Safe sex, guys. What's it? What's that rapid one? What's that rapid? Wrap
Wrap
your
it?
something to wrap your tool.
Wrap it.
What is it? No, but there's like a little
I
slogan.
know there's a little jingle.
What is it? The jingle.
Let's Google it. I'm going to Google safe sex
Slogan.
slogans.
What is it? What are they?
161 safe sex slogans.
Here we go. Read them all.
Don't be silly. Put a condom on your willy.
Maybe it's that. No, there's a okay. More. Don't be silly. Put a condom on your willy.
Oh my God. If you slip between her thighs, make sure you condomize.
That's okay.
If you get into heat, package your meat.
Ew.
Cover your stump before you hump.
Ew.
Wrap it in foil before you check her oil.
If men are actually saying that, wrap it in foil before you check her oil.
Even if she's eager, protect her beaver.
There has to be a wrap it one. There's one with a tool.
No glove, no love. Don't be a fool, cover your tool.
Maybe it's that.
Maybe it's that. This one's gross.
Read it.
Cover your vein, then drive her insane.
That is disgusting. The vein.
Got no protection? Can't use your erection.
Ew.
Oh, is she crying?
Ew.
Oh my God.
Ew.
Oh, right. Okay, let's end it there. There's
Vein.
161
That's
here.
fucking obscene. And maybe that's what they teach you in sex education classes.
Maybe
just all
it
the
is.
slogans.
Yeah.
So that they can just easily roll off the tongue. Drive her insane with your vein. Ew. Okie doke.
Okie dokie.
So, Sarah here has a concern. Yeah, because this. I mean, sorry, I was just reflecting.
I mean,
Boyfriend
yeah,
putting me on the same level as his friends. No, I should be more important. You know, I, on the priority scale, it should be me.
We should
then
be
your
at the
friends.
top.
Yeah. Hi, girls, please help me.
But then is it the same, for the females? Who's top of the list?
I know. Well, I know that's what I was thinking, but it's like obviously when you're like they are priority, but also you can't. But like your friends that are so important. It's very important. But then in terms of, I guess I won't know. But because think when we're like getting engaged
I also
and married,
feel like
it's-
it kind of depends on your age.
Yes, I was just that's what I mean with the marriage. 'Cause it's like,
Yeah.
obviously you're my husband, you're my fiance.
Yeah, like the older you get and the more serious your relationship becomes, I feel like your partner becomes number one priority. But when you're like 18, like
Yeah.
your boy, it's like, I don't know, your friends are so important, especially at that age. You don't want to push them away at that age.
No, exactly.
I don't know. It's difficult.
So my boyfriend have been together for a year and a half, but recently have been having little issues, mainly to do with other people, which is the worst part. A couple of weeks ago, we were talking and he said me and his two best friends are on the same level, to which I was like, what the fuck, Brian? Oh, so he literally said,
So he volunteered the information.
Steve and Ryan, I love you all equally. You're the same priority scale. No,
sorry.
So basically implying he classes us as equals. I was super upset as I feel like I am putting him higher than he puts me, which is the worst feeling.
yeah.
He is number one in my eyes. I don't know if I'm overreacting, but to me, a relationship should be priority always. That's not to say Brian can't be friends with his friends, but a relationship to me is a clear unit and partnership that comes first. He said that of course we are on the same level as What? Whoa. He said, of course we are on the same level as he has known them longer than me.
Oh, dear.
Dearie.
See, this is just something where it's like, you just didn't need to say
Well,
that, Brian.
yeah, just like-
You just didn't need to say that.
Because you've just now I'm doubting everything. Like now I'm spiraling.
If you want to think that in your inner monologue,
Fine.
you didn't have to vocalize that, because I don't know how you thought I was going to react to that.
Yes, exactly.
What do you want? How am I
did
supposed to feel?
What did you expect
What did
me
you
to
expect?
say? I am your girlfriend who you see, your future wife, future mother of your children. And you're telling me that on the importance scale, I am the same as Steve and Ryan. And of course, because I've known them
But then
long-
it's like, well, what do you know? You didn't even know that women had 3 holes.
Exactly.
That, these are the men that we're asking the world from. Men that don't even know that we have 3 holes.
Seriously, they don't even know the anatomy of a
So
woman.
let's not, think too highly of them,
So-
because they apparently think pads stick to our thighs.
No, that's obscene. Well, she said, I just feel so stuck as with my relationship. I want my boyfriend to stick by me whilst having friends. I don't think that's a lot to ask for. Like I want to feel like I'm number one. Also, quick question. How do you girls feel about boyfriends having girl best friends, meeting up, etc.? Please help us. I feel like I'm going crazy.
So are these
Oh God. Are these women?
girls then?
Oh my God.
Is it not Ryan and Steve? Is it Rhiannon
Oh
and
my
Sarah?
God. It's fucking Scarlett and Rhiannon.
Rhiannon.
I was trying to find the female version of Steve and there isn't one. And then Ryan.
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Steph.
So it's Steph and
And
Rhiannon.
Ryan.
It's so weird because how do you feel about
Oh,
girls?
well, that's now you're just twisting the
No,
knife.
but now it's just like you've made it's even worse.
Now it's even worse.
because now you're telling me I'm equal to 2 other females.
Mm.
What?
Yeah,
That's obscene.
that's obscene.
No, that's obscene.
because now what? Do
That's
you see all 3 of
obscene.
us as like,
It's like what?
what, we're all your girlfriends?
you all
or how do you differentiate
No.
between like
Yeah, the relationship we have, is it just that we have sex and you don't have sex with them?
yeah,
Like if that's the only distinction, that's
crazy.
That's crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy. No. No. And the fact
I feel
that,
like this is just
So
something
you're
that
telling me-
he just didn't need to voice.
yeah, you're telling me you love us all
I appreciate
equally. Like,
that he's got strong friendships in his life. We all
we
need
love
them.
that. I love that. That's
love that
important.
he's got, a
Yeah.
support group and people to talk to.
Well, it's like, do you not just know?
Maybe
know that
he
that's-
thinks it's like flattering because he might have known these people since like childhood, and he's like, I've only known you for a couple of years, but I just see you as saying, I don't
crazy.
know.
I think like that.
Like I don't know.
No. Yeah. Obviously, in his brain, he thought. But then it's like, why are you not thinking about how it would make me feel? Like I obviously I want to hear that I'm your priority and like I take first place.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who
Maybe
would
this is a case of just him wording it wrong.
He said it multiple times.
I know, but I think he thought you were going to be like happy with what you said.
I know, but Sophia, she then said, "Oh, what the fuck? That's made me really upset." And he's then expressed, "Of course, I've known them longer." Like
I
he's
forgot about that.
kept the.
He's kept
He's
digging.
trying to convince you. He's not gone. Oh shit, my bad.
Okay, I was trying to save you
worded
there,
it
Brian.
wrong. Like he's literally dying on this hill.
Oh,
Well, it's just like because do boyfriends not want to hear you're my babe? You're my number one priority. You're so important to me. It's you first, and it's my friend. Like, do they not want to hear that too? Like, why is that not?
maybe they don't think about it.
Sophia.
I know. I don't know.
Sophia.
I don't know. I don't
We
know why
all
he
need
would
to
say
go
that.
home and ask our boyfriends where we come
Who's
on
your
the
number
fucking
one
importance
priority?
scale.
Well, you should know. That should be a given. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking maybe this boy's like 18 years old,
How long have they been together for?
But even then, like, I think this maybe is just a maturity issue and maybe just a case of like, yeah, literally a maturity thing. And he's
they've been
not
together
really,
for a year
he's
and a
not
half.
really deeping that
I don't think he's obviously
the
not deeping what he
relationship that you
said.
have with your girlfriend is very, very different to any
a
other
friendship.
relationship that you've got in your life, especially your friends. And yeah, like your girlfriend, it should be number one priority. It feels like just a maturity thing to me. I don't think it's personal. I don't think it's like him necessarily being a dick or being a twat. I do think it is like just literally like a bit of an immaturity thing.
A mature thing.
I do. Like, he's not realizing in his head how that's going to make you feel. He's thinking like, well, yeah, I've known them the longest, so I am closer to them than like, he's just not, I think it's a maturity thing. But then maybe that's your sign that, okay, well, I need to date up. We spoke about this the other day. Like,
Yeah.
maybe you should date someone who's a couple years older. Like, if you're a mature 22-year-old, like a 22-year-old girl and a 22-year-old boy can be very, very, very different. Like, if you're a super like level-headed, mature 22-year-old, maybe you should look at someone who's like 25, 26. And then you might feel that like
someone who is going to value a relationship,
bit
see
more
it as
grown up,
sacred, see it as a priority,
sees it as a bit more of like an important thing in their life, like see it as a real big part of their life, like their relationship. Like, this needs so much time and this needs to be nurtured. And this is my woman to look after. And like, you know, we're a team and we're building something here. Like, maybe you need someone with a bit more of a mature mindset about the whole thing. Maybe this just guy is like, I've got my life with my friends, I love it so much. I've got my girlfriend, I see her a couple times a week. Like, it is what it is. Like, I don't know, I just maybe think it's one of those things.
Well, hopefully he can understand how it's made you feel and just be like, and like make it right and say, look, sorry, I see how it's come across to you. My intention of the words wasn't that. Obviously, you're my, I hope he's trying to rectify it like that. And then we can hopefully move forward.
I just don't think he thought about the words before he said them.
Let's try and give him hopefully it wasn't a malicious, nasty thing to like,
I think
a narcissistic,
was
gaslighty, like trying to establish some sort of control and put you down a few pegs. I don't like that.
No.
I'm hoping it's from like just like he's stupid.
Just a bit of a like, immature, frontal lobe's not there yet
Frontal
kind of
lobe
place.
issue.
It's giving prefrontal lobe energy, I think.
For sure. God, it's going to be okay.
So I need to date up.
Imagine he's like 29.
No, sorry. If he's 32,
Like-
email us back and we'll talk about that again.
But
I'm imagining he's an 18-year-old boy.
I hope so.
I literally think he's 18.
Even if he is over the age of 23, I hope he's not saying that.
No, I'm literally thinking 18, 19.
Let us know his age.
Yeah, let us know. Okay, let's finish here. Am I being too available by going straight back to him?
Ooh, what happened before? Hopefully we find out.
Little backstory.
Here we go. Brilliant.
It's like one mind. I'm 23 and was with my ex for nearly 4 years.
Wow.
I broke up with him early last year as I just didn't feel the relationship was right. We became very different people, wanted very different things, but we did end on good terms and we still kept in contact for a while before going no contact. Okay, so you ended it. That's interesting
But it
to
was
note.
good terms. You wanted different things. It wasn't anything dramatic. It
Yeah.
was just a parting of ways.
Then a few months later, we started seeing each other on and off. And this went on from December till February.
Oh, so quite a while of just like what is going on.
Cozy season, cuffing season. I felt like I was catching some sort of feelings again. So decided to end it there as it wasn't going to move anywhere. And his priority was not me.
Yeah.
After ending things with him, I wanted to take time for myself and wasn't interested in speaking to anyone or meeting anyone else as I was finally content in being alone. A few months later, still in the mind frame of being okay alone, I was out with a few of my friends and I was getting a lot of attention. I ended up with a few numbers. I'd spoken to a few boys, but let's call this one in particular Brian.
Gorge.
Brian and I had eye contact from across the room and eventually he ended up coming over.
Ooh,
The conversation,
look out for Brian.
You brought him in with your eyes.
with your allure.
The conversation went well, but I still didn't think anything of this as I was a little bit tipsy and just thought, he's just a guy on a night out, he's probably speaking to loads of girls, yada, yada, yada. He jokingly said we would go on a date that he would plan. So skip to the next day, I had a few messages. I woke up to a text from Brian saying he hopes I got home safe. I replied from there and the convo continued. We spoke every day and he asked me when I was free for the date that he wanted to take me on. I hadn't been on a date since my ex, so I was quite nervous, but planned, just to go for the plot and for a bit of fun. Skip to the date. He picked me up from the station and drove us to the bar. In the bar, we spoke for hours and hours and hours and we ended up kissing.
Guys.
The date was better than I ever imagined and completely unexpected.
This is lovely.
After the date, we spoke about how well we thought it went and we didn't expect it, but also explained that neither of us were looking for anything serious. We're both newly single. He has also just come out of a 3-year relationship. And I felt like I'd only been properly single for a few months because, her and her ex were on and off. We continued speaking every day and once a week would try and meet up. We have been speaking for 3 months, but 3 weeks ago, he texted me and said he was worried at how fast things were moving as he didn't feel like he was ready for another relationship.
Okay.
And wanted time to focus on himself so he could give me 100% in the future if timings all worked out.
Okay.
And I was still single once he'd taken time for himself. Okay. He texts me, so that was 3 weeks ago. He then texts me yesterday, just casual conversation. So we haven't spoken about if he's ready or where we go from here. I honestly could see a future with him, but I'm not sure if he's actually ready or what to do in this situation.
Yeah.
I would love to just keep speaking to him and pick up where we left off.
You guys.
But I don't want to seem like I'm too available and I've just been sat waiting around
And it's
for him.
the principle. It's like, okay, you've just told me you're not fine until you can give me, and I don't know, until you can prove to me or like show me that you're ready to take the next steps. Like, I'm not going to be talking to you.
But I really enjoyed speaking to him and could really see myself being with him.
Yeah.
I don't want to start speaking to him and he change his mind again. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Oh, look at them together.
No way, we have pics.
It's like you've known each other for 1,000 years.
No. Show me more. Oh, what? Where are we getting pictures like that after 3 months? Who's taking such a picture?
I don't know.
It's G7X Canon pictures, guys.
Little selfie.
Oh my God. What is happening here? Okay. So he's texted you after 3 weeks and it's just like normal convo. So you need to say, hi, lovely to hear from you, full stop.
Hi, stranger.
Yeah, lovely to hear from you, full stop. Like, let's be assertive and stern. It's like, I'm not now just getting back into a wishy-washy situation where you're going to tell me in a couple of weeks that you're still not ready.
I just really don't like the fact that he essentially called it off because I understand, like, meeting someone and then thinking like, oh, like I wasn't actually looking for a relationship. Like, in my ideal world, like I would have been single for a bit longer before I met you. But then it's like, I've met you now.
Exactly.
And now I've met you and I know you. Like I can't let this go. Like I can't say goodbye to you. I can't never see you again. Like I literally cannot let this go out of my life. So I don't like the fact that he was able to call it off because it's like, now I'm just thinking like, did you think you were going to have like, I don't know, did you go out and realize that the grass wasn't greener, or did you like, I don't know, like it's not giving like, oh my God, you're my soulmate, I could never live without you.
And it's also like he pursued you, like you came up to me in the bar.
Yeah,
and
it just taints it a bit. It's just like, oh, why'd you have to go and do that? Like that's really annoying because I also was thinking like, oh, like I'm, don't know if I want to be in a relationship yet, but I didn't call it off. Like you called it off.
We had that conversation at the very start, and like we were both aware that that's where we both were.
Yeah.
But you let it, like you kind of let it go on, and
yeah, you were fueling the speed. Like you called the shot. So why are you telling me that it's gone too quick?
And then. At least you were honest with me and cut it off eventually. But now you've just messaged me.
Now you've come back after 3 weeks. Like, I don't think you found yourself and gone on this big journey of self-discovery in 3 weeks.
He's just realised,
he's
I'm
bored.
A bit lonely.
He's had a couple of nights out and just thought, oh, I'm a bit bored now.
And he's not met anyone else.
Yeah, so it's like, I'll go back to her.
I would give him a bit of a hard time. Obviously, you like him, and if he comes correct, then I imagine.
I know it's hard to say no when you like them.
Yeah, like if he can say all the right things, do some actions, prove to you that he's serious and like he wants to take that step, and he was just being a stupid boy, then I'm sure we would leap at the chance. But so we need to give him a hard time right now. Like, oh, hi, I wasn't expecting to hear from you, ?
Yeah. How was that self-growth in that long 3 weeks?
Like, I don't know, like give him like, why are you talking to me, basically? Like say that, not
What's
that, but
changed?
say that. But like, do you have something to say?
Yes.
Because like, I'm not just chit-chatting here.
No.
And I'm not just going to meet up with you on Friday and just like chit-chat
No,
and then like
go for a drive.
Because like at this point, like if I see you more, I really like you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to want a relationship with you.
Yeah.
And unless you can offer me that right now, then that's not something I want.
I agree. I think maybe I think even though it's really, really hard to do when
Don't just allow him to waltz back in. And I guess that was her question, wasn't it?
I know. I think like when you find someone that you like and you're hitting it off,
And it's rare.
to find someone that
Yeah.
you actually like.
And see a future with, and that's
Yeah,
everything
you don't
see in
want to
this
shut
guy.
it down. And I can appreciate that. But I just think if you can keep your options open, like don't pick up where you left off. Like, well, we're kind of starting again now.
From scratch.
Because you called it off.
You broke up with me.
And it's also the realization that I'm not just at your beck and call.
Yes.
Like, even though I'm low-key really
This is
happy
not
to
on
hear
your
from
terms.
you. Like, you can't just decide when you
Yeah.
want me in and out of your life.
Yeah.
And I think, like, just really try and hold your ground. Be slow with the replies.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I'm
Make
busy.
him put in
Like,
some work and effort and
Yeah.
graft and be like, oh shit, I think I might have lost Sarah.
Yeah, like, oh, I want to get that soft side of her back. It's like, well, you're not
Yeah.
getting that just yet.
Because my walls have gone right up. Like I was letting my walls down and you told me, no, sorry, I can't do that
and
right
now
now.
you're back 3 weeks later. Like, it's
No.
almost embarrassing. Like,
Like,
what? You had all this self-discovery
not
in
even
3
a
weeks.
month. Not even a
Not
month.
even a month.
Fucking 3 weeks.
Yeah. So, like, I would have appreciated even more, January 1st. Let me start off the new year. I've had
Yeah.
a lot of self-discovery. I've done this, and this. I want to do this. Like, just give me, I want a speech or something.
Yeah, I want like an in-person like declaration. of
Yeah,
love.
I want an apology as well.
An
whilst you're there.
apology. I'm sorry, but I needed this time. I've realized you're the one. Just all
Yeah.
of that shit that we want to hear.
Yeah.
Not 3 weeks later with that hi, how
Hey,
are
what
you?
you up to?
No.
I would be, if this were me personally, I would just try and be quite cold, quite short, because at the end of the day, if he does then go really quiet and stops talking to you, it's like, oh, so you weren't that bothered then because you couldn't be bothered to make any sort of effort.
Exactly. And if he's not willing to put in effort and realize what he's done, the gravity of what he's done, like you broke
Yeah.
up with me 3 weeks ago.
You called it off.
Yeah, so
'Cause you
like,
wanted to find
What am I
yourself.
meant to do? Be happy that you're back? No, if anything, I'm a bit scared.
Yeah.
Because like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, and you've
You're gonna
kind of
hurt me
tainted
again.
this like cute thing that we had going on
Yeah.
now. So it's not just going to snap back to how it was
No.
because actions have consequences and repercussions, and you've
And my
moved a bit
emotions
weird.
and my feelings are important, and
Yeah.
and like I let you in, and now the walls are up,
Yeah.
right? And you have to, get that, nice Sarah back.
Yeah. Because you
So
don't I
give
don't-
him a hard time.
You don't want to play games, but at the same time, like, yeah, you don't want to seem too available because it's like, no, go away. Like inside, I'm like loving that you've messaged me, and I was
course.
dying to hear from you. I was
We
thinking about
were.
you for 3 weeks, but like, you can't just pick and choose.
No, because-
and I'm not always going to be here. Like,
Exactly.
you could have met someone else and could have really blown you away. Like, if I were you, I would really try and keep your options open.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going out with your friends. Be quite slow on the replies.
Let
Like,
him really, really, really try and make an effort, and you need to feel that.
because if like say
with
no when he
words
asks
and
to meet up with
actions.
you, say no, I'm busy. He needs to
Yeah.
give a couple suggestions
Yeah.
here and try a few times. Because if
Yeah.
he wants to, he will.
He needs to like go tenfold.
Yeah.
Actions speak louder than words as well.
So let's see what
he
you can
give
do,
it all
Brian.
of this on text, but
All
unless
this yappy.
unless I'm seeing something and I'm feeling it,
Yeah.
then I can't just believe your yappy
Can you
yaps.
feel
Yeah.
the love?
Tonight. I mean, he looks really lovely and friendly
You look
in the
really cute
pictures,
together.
But no.
But no, come on.
You can't just, because also like, what's to say, okay, we date for another couple of months. What if you leave again? Like you've done it before.
And you've always got to think, like, try and imagine them in your head being the biggest like fuck boys ever, laughing about this to their mates, being like, huh, yeah, get this.
No.
I sacked her off, messaged her, she replied straight away.
Of course she did, boys.
I've agreed to see her at the weekend. Yeah, didn't even give me any grief.
No.
You know, you've got to imagine, even
Oh
though
yeah,
you
she
might
wasn't
think,
bothered about that. She wasn't bothered. I just sacked
Yeah.
her off.
Yeah.
She wasn't bothered. Yeah, I messaged
Yeah.
her. I'm seeing her on Friday.
Yeah.
No.
didn't even block me or nothing.
That's actually petrifying.
You know, and you may be thinking, oh no, he's not mean-spirited like that. Don't think too highly of him, okay? Like, think about him doing that in your head, and it will give you the energy that you're like, okay,
That you
I
need.
appreciate you may not have done that, but you really well could have. And also, that's
Scary.
giving you the energy to be like, no, like you can work
Yeah.
to get me back, and I do like you, but you made a weird call there
Yeah.
because
You made a call that I wouldn't have made.
that I wouldn't have made, and I didn't make
And I didn't want to make.
Yeah.
So now, you know, if you want the pleasure
of my company,
of
my
having
time,
me back in your life, then you really need to get down to work.
bit of elbow grease.
Put your worker boots on.
Yeah.
What
you
was
know,
the-
send me some flowers.
What was the vein?
Wrap the tool. Wrap that
What was
vein.
the
Drive her
vein?
insane.
Ah, it's disgusting. Wrap that vein. If you're gonna get that vein out, drive her insane. Wrap it. Yes. So yeah, you know exactly.
Like, you can chase me. Come on.
Yeah.
You can give it a go.
It's time for him to do that.
yeah.
Right. Let's get some words of
Right.
wisdom here today.
Let's wrap this bitch up in a bow.
Let's pop open.
Popping bottles.
Let me pop open
Like a
Pinterest.
blizzard.
What kind of inspiration do we need today for wisdom?
I think we need a bit of
Yeah.
not being at someone's beck and call.
Making him graft.
Yeah.
Making him regret you losing you quotes. That could work.
I'm going to put make him graft quotes. Here we go.
Ooh.
This is good.
Ooh.
How to have power over a guy.
Here we go.
We've got 5 bullet points. Number 1, always remember the power that comes with your absence.
Love that one.
Let him come back to you. Don't go back to him.
Yeah.
Reward his positive behavior. It's like a dog. By letting him
Give him
know
treats.
how happy you are when you hang out.
Yeah, nice.
Never get angry when he does not reach out. That is rewarding bad behavior. Realize that as long as you emotionally detach from him,
Yeah.
he will always come back.
Wow.
The first one was the best.
Yeah, love that, Sophia. Thank you for that.
I mean, we've also got here how to make him chase you. Should we read this?
Yeah.
The unbothered woman who doesn't care will always win over the one who chases. He didn't text or call. Didn't even notice. He hasn't been putting an effort. Didn't even notice. I have other dates lined up. The more you beg for him to do right, the further away he goes. But when you step back, stop caring, and start acting unbothered, his ego will urge him to chase you because he will begin to seek your validation.
Literally like a dog. Wow. Yeah, 'cause it's like, where's Sarah? Not heard from Sarah in a while.
Like,
Does she still
doesn't
like
even,
me? Like-
she's not even bothering to blow up my phone when I've annoyed her because she's not even bothered.
Wow.
So unfazed.
That there is power.
That is power. Power in the absence, hey?
Okay, you guys.
I also, just while we're on here, I saw
Yeah.
this TikTok and it was this book and I'm pretty sure
Mm-hmm.
I hearted it for us all. Here we go. How to piss off men. 109 things to say to shatter the male ego. First one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're such a boy boss. We've got this. Say this
Or
to
is
a
it
man.
screenshots from the pages?
Say this to a man who is catcalling you. Sorry, I don't have any change.
Love that.
It is imperative that you deadpan this one. At the very most, you can give him a perplexed half smile. If you overdo this, he will start doing stand-up and it'll be your fault. Oh my God, you're so funny.
You know what was the worst
Letting
thing?
a man explain something to you, it's okay. I'll just Google it. You're so sassy. Say this to a man who's waiting for his wife to finish up shopping. Do you work here? Say this to a man with short hair. I love your pixie cut.
I love your pixie cut, sir.
There's so many in here.
Who the fuck are you? I'm a brat.
The modern man-hating version of The Art of Warfare. It's by
Wow.
someone called
Well,
Kyle
let's
Prue.
buy it and then we can read a few every day.
Yeah, how to piss
Every-
off men.
Love that. Love your pixie cut.
Love, you're such a boy boss.
One of the worst things a man can say to you is, can I get a smile?
Yeah.
Why don't you
Oh,
go
cheer up.
Can I get a smile from the
I'll
blonde
cheer
one?
it when you get out my
Why
fucking
don't
face.
you go fuck yourself? Because that is that's just, who the fuck? I'm not meant to just be on this planet to be happy and smiley for you.
Don't even know you.
Don't even know you.
Forgot your name.
Literally, right.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening to our episode. I feel like we need to go and all buy that book. If you would like to be a member of the group chat, we have bonus episodes every single Monday. You can listen to them over on Patreon.
Please follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
And you can
And
email
on
your dilemmas
YouTube.
to hello@thegirlsbathroom.com.
Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for being here today.
We love you.
If you're in the group chat, we'll see you on Monday. If not, we'll see you back here next Wednesday.
Love ya.
Bye.